distinctive form. Now you can see from my results over on the right-hand side of the screen that I have some pretty distinct layers in there. And so we'll start talking about that here in a minute or two, but hopefully your experiment jar looks kind of similar with a bit of a layer breakdown like mine does on the right. The other thing that you will need is a soil texture triangle, and that is pictured kind of here in the middle of the screen. I got mine from the NRCS website, and so if you go to nrcs.usda. First, we are going to go ahead and look at my results and do a bit of a breakdown for you. And so if you have your own results at home, you can go ahead and follow along and do the same things that I'm doing. I tried to get the best picture that I could of my results, and so you can see a few pretty distinct layers here when it comes to looking at my soil. The first layer that you see at the bottom, and it's about the bottom 2/3, is sand. So sand, again, is the largest soil particle, and it's the soil particle that you can see with the naked eye. And so you can actually look into your jar and you can actually see those different particles all in there and see those different grains of sand all in there. So that's a pretty distinct and easy layer to find. The next layer working your way up that you will have is silt. And so you can see that I've marked off that section there. That's about 1/3 of my soil sample in that silt section. Again, silt is that middle soil particle. And so it has pretty decent water retaining abilities and it's okay at drainage. Unlike sand that has really good drainage and really poor ability to hold onto that water. And so now we figured out sand and silt in our layers. The last layer left is clay. And so clay is a very skinny layer in my soil sample that I have here today to show you guys. But you can tell pretty distinctly that that is clay, and I'll work back here for a second. You can see that that layer across the top is just a bit lighter than the middle layer or my silt layer. And so that's how I know that that layer is clay. And so that's about 5% of my soil sample at the top. And so after you have your layers figured out and identified, what you will need to do now is figure out what percentage each layer is.